Hello guys, I know it's been a while since I uploaded a chess video, but you know what time it is. Ooh. What on earth happened to my thingy? Well, wherever it went is somewhere. Oh well. I gotta look for that somewhere. But yeah. Okay, let's play a completely new game here, and I'll just we're gonna play like perfect today, guys, okay? Which means more than perfect than any chess hints or chess cheats that you can find. So yeah, we're gonna play exactly like Mikhail Tal, but just more better, okay? We're gonna play it like we're gonna play like the chess gods, like perfect gameplay, just absolute perfect. So against a human player, let's see how many things we can do, but we're not gonna play any gambits. It's gonna look like a gambit, but it's not a gambit. I mean, these are all analyzed by myself, and over the span of my lifetime that I've been playing chess like forever. So these or this or maybe just straight up. These are the top best player moves. So move here. Basically, let's get an attack first. So that's what it's coming to. And then of course he's doing that. We're gonna get an attack straight up. And he replies with that. So we'll go here, of course, and of course. And now he's coming that way. His only way to do that is to kick out my thing, so we'll do this. My queen's already protecting these knight squares, so. And he plays it. Nice. So we'll get a straight up attack right here. because it aligns with that straight up, unless he replies with that. So the queen will come out and would attack. Well, I won't attack that because of my queen, but if I were to do this, I mean, takes an. Never mind, he pushes the knight, which is fine. It's not that bad. But it's very bad when I push him here. Why is that a bad move? Because I get to push this here. And now that knight is under attack along with the ultimate move. That's a perfect gameplay right there. You push the queen. Nah. That doesn't do anything. You want to push the bishop to get an attack. And then you push this here. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. If you worry about that, okay, straight up checkmate. Yeah. This is gonna be really fast as long as I push here. Comes here. Unless he pushes out, which is not okay. So he pushes out and it's not that good. And I'm not out of attack yet because I get to push this here. But he's got that. But I really don't mind the knight attacking that because I can just push here and his queen is gone. So let's do that. So he pushes here, I push here. If he trades, that's a good move, but my bishop's there. I don't know if he sees it, but it's just not gonna end well for him. He's really thinking into this, so yeah. I could show you the perfect gameplay of the that or this, the English or the Birds opening or the Roy Lopez or what do you call those? Fianchetto, but it's actually named Fianchetto. So it's a vowel, but just how it's named, but and he gives up. That's how you get a perfect gameplay, and that's how you dominate with the E opening. This is a very short lesson of why we're kind of the best chess players in history and why our elos are 4,000 and how many times we analyze a game and how many times we analyze so many plays, so many moves, and we're just bored. Yeah, we're just bored. So let's say if he does like the perfect response would be just he cannot do this. It's pinned. But even if you were to do that, I would just take with the en passant, just like croissant, you know, some good croissant. Well, let's just say if he does something like I don't know, kick out my bishop, that would put him on a more active squared to like yeah, it'll do insane damage. And if you were to go, I don't know, let's say if you go this way, I would just push here and it pushes that. I don't have to take because of this and that. What I can do is push this here, which will give me another queen. He's not the eye anymore, but basically these are now the main targets. I mean, he got nothing. He basically got nothing. He just does this, and I just do this. He can take that, which is good. And then I take this. Queen. He has to take, otherwise, I'm just gonna sack my queen here, and then I'm gonna roll in my things. But if he doesn't take, let's just say he I don't know what to do, because if I was in his shoes, I would not know too. So let's just say he tries to protect everything and tries to do one queen trade. You don't have to do that. You look for a better move. Just do that. That which pins this thing. And if you were to take, you would just push this out, and that's checkmate. Straight up checkmate. So yeah. So you overpower your opponent really soon at that opening. You don't take the gas pedal off. You floor it. You literally you get in the car, and then you literally push the gas pedal through the card. The cart mat and the sheet. Okay. Anyways, let's go through another game. I'll show you another E4 because E4 is my ultimate move, and I love playing E4 all the time. Sometimes I just get bored and play gambits, but we'll go with E4. Which one does he? He responds with that again. So we do the same thing. We push this out, and now he responds with that. But we just go with this thing, just straight up. Takes. Now we have an attack here. Do all this. So now he pushes that. What you want to do here is not to go in, but you want to go this way. Do not move back. You move here. His only move is to attack us like that. I don't know if he'll see it. I don't know if he'll find it. But that's just the way it goes. Straight up trade, just straight up trade. Like here though, straight up trade. Do not trade with the knight. Whatever we do, just don't trade with the knight. So now he's thinking. He is thinking because. And he blocks off the attack. Good. I really don't mind it, but it's kind of not that bad too. Straight up swarm the king. You want to take with this one, so he takes with this one, just like Mikhail Tal. You want to take that with the check, and then he loses his castle. And he panicked. Yeah, he straight up panicked. Now he loses a bishop, and I'm straight up dominating this position. I am straight up dominating 100%. So now your bishop is cut off. So that's nothing. What you want to do is push this here. So you get like a pawn play, pawn central play. And so like I push here, and then if he takes that out, I push the queen here. If he does this, I take with this, and then I grab the rook, a free rook. That's just the entire plan. Okay. Here. That's not very bad. I can just do this. That's the whole point of fianchetto. Now, trade. We have to trade. We cannot allow that. So now we got nothing here. He saw it. He traded like grandmaster, and so that's just what happened. Yeah, let's just go ahead and push this. We'll push this here. We cannot do that anymore because of that one protecting that. What we can do is push this here and get our pawn. Yeah, okay. If he doesn't take, that's just a hanging bishop. Okay, he took, so now we got our pawn here, which is good, which is very good. So the whole point of that move is to actually get a attack on that one. So we're playing perfect today, so we need to push this here to stop any attacks that he's doing. My pawn is safe there for now. I don't need to protect it yet. What I can do here is do here. That's a blunder. Okay, he blundered his knight. Okay, that's cool. He blundered his knight, and that is coming. Okay, I can just do that. I don't even have to castle. I could also push there. Okay, yeah, he's trying to do something here. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's kind of killing my vibe. Like, okay, yes, just as I thought. So now we'll keep pressure on that side. He has to protect with one of these. I don't know, because that pawn is a potential attack. If I get rid of that pawn, I get to push the bishop there, and then I push the bishop here, which, okay. He exactly does what I was talking about. So now we don't even have to watch that anymore because the bishop is gone. We just have to push this here. That's protected by this one. This one's not protected. Well, what we can do is no, we cannot. We can push this here, kick the rook out, because he's trying to push his pawn here to push his pawn there, which would be nothing. And now he comes in. I don't know what his plan is, but this is where the king also becomes a powerful attacking piece. I'm pretty sure it's that. I can just push here. He takes, I take. Oh no, he pushes back. So I would push my rook here. My rook comes in. We're doing some trading here. Okay, so I don't know what he's trying to do there, but pretty sure it's that. I can just take and then takes, which leaves his 2 pawns there, and I can push this to stop all of his attack. And I don't want to think too much, as I said, so we'll take that. And then we'll do this again. We'll do this. We'll do this. He's not gonna go anywhere for a while. Okay, now we just infiltrate. Straight up. Straight up infiltration. Oh, okay, he found it. Good. Now he cannot protect his pawn. That is gonna swarm his that's just gonna swarm. He resigns. That's how you do it, people. 100. No, this is not 100%. This is God mode chess. 2 mistakes. That ain't 2 mistakes. What does it mean by 2 mistakes? That's not a mistake. I guess it was talking about that was a mistake, but that's not a mistake. Of course he can push that out, but then that's where I move this one. So it does this like the computer said he would do. If he didn't do that, instead do this, I would just straight up push out my rook and then do this. And this is where I take with this one. Of course he'll take with that, with the line that comes down this way. The computer really loves that, because then you can come out with this, or you can castle and come out with the knight, but I can also castle. So for instance, I would take with this, take with this. If I take this, it moves this. And if I take with this would be here. And then here, and then here. But now he got that to worry about. So in order to like probably Mikhail Tal would just do that. Why would he do that? Because here you get the attack of the pawn, and you also attack the bishop. So for an instance, you try to do this, saving the bishop. Just straight up move here, and then if you try to save your position like here, like one thing I can do is push here. Does this, which is okay, but the main problem here is that he lost all his rook, and then I got all these. So I don't see why it's a bad move, computer. So I mean, y'all can really think about it. I'm not really thinking about it because I know what I'm doing. I know all my attacks. I know all my things. If I really wanted to, I can just demolish anybody if I wanted to. Yeah, that's not me. I came to a point where if I see somebody cheating, that's where my competitive side comes out and like, hey, bro, I see you cheating. Like, you're killing a lot of players' motives that are trying to rise the elo, and you're just making them feel foolish. Can everybody stop doing that? So that's why I never really got my elo up there. Um, I'm keeping my elo down there so I can teach all these so-called cheaters what real chess players play. As y'all see me in the other videos, I pass countless top elo bots. I beat it. You know what? You know what? Let's do that. You know, let's play a bot. Last time I was watching Hikaru's move, and I predicted 5 of his moves like mid game. Like, okay, there were some inaccuracies, but hey, that's the whole beauty of the game. You play for fun. You try new things. You make the computer analysis brain explode, I guess. So let's go play a bot. Yeah. New Year's. Hey, let's go. New Year's Magnus. Yeah, let's go. Why not? Hey man, you can't let's play Martin. Hey Martin. Yo, let's go with Martin. Nah, no friendly. I ain't the friendly type. We'll play with the straight up 100%. I'll go here. Straight up swarm the king again. Play here. Well, I took 2 pawns in the starting game. That is a very big win for me because now I can just oh no. Straight up do that. I'm up some pawns. I'm not scared to attack. Okay. We take. Now, well, we don't push because of the pin. We push here. And he's trying to protect that good. Push in here. We push this one here. Still not bad. Still not good. push this here. Straight up push this here. I don't mind that at all. Just give them a little scare so I can push this out. Very perfect. We'll take over that square. Okay, that's a blunder. Yeah, he blundered that straight up blunder town. Now he's freaking out. Okay, well now we just take this. And we take that. You want to push here early because you want to push your pawn all the way. So we'll keep pushing our pawn. I'm not scared of that yet. He's looking to checkmate me. I'm sorry about that. Push this here. Push that here. You can keep that on the board. I'm gonna have a little fun with you. Queen. Take. Okay. Push this. Let's go with the bishop. Here. And then here. And then here and here. Checkmate. I'm gonna checkmate him early, but I just got into a little fun mode. Sorry about that, guys. Now, if you guys wanna, oh crap, I can't. Can I go back? Yeah, it's right here. So, as y'all know, pushing that to a queen, check. And as you guys could tell, he pushed here, or I think he pushed here. Whatever. Check. Yeah, he pushed there, and the pawn check, which makes him go there. But there was a really nice checkmate here. So nice that you had to do it early. So if I were to push here, check, and then push this here, and then it's just a few moves checkmate. The computer can't find it. You have to use your brain for this. If you guys like to figure out for yourself, go ahead. Of what I'm talking about, because probably the computer would do like 5, 6, 7, 8 different moves, 1,000 different moves. I don't know. Only the human mind can see this, can see it coming. No computer would see this. There's also a shorter way if this rook take. Very short. Just like a few moves mate. Alright. go for the new bot. This one. Now, I'm not going to play perfectly, but because it knows how to play back perfectly. Here you have to think strategically because it's a 28,000 rated elo. If I were to play perfectly, I could still win, but we'll end up with we'll end up with one pawn or a drawn game or just one of these or one of these. Basically just one of these. We'll always end up with one of those. It don't matter. Or just any pawn will end up with one pawn. Because you have to think about everything, trade this and that. So here goes one game. I don't really play the best on these because I just really don't. It'll always end up an equal drawn game. So you have to think beyond the computer. You have to think beyond the thing. But anyways, I got pot roast going, so let me go check on that real quick, and I'll be right back. So pause. Alrighty, I'm back. So let's go ahead and play a perfect game of another e4. But let's go a little old style. This is gonna bring back nostalgia. It's used for tactics. It's not used for like overpowering your opponent, because the bot would recognize the move and basically, as I said, yeah. Anyways, let's just get into it. Push this here. So now he responds with that. I would like to do this, but then probably that. Yeah, if I push this here, it would probably open that and then push this here. So okay, open with his own queen, reverse queen pawns opening. I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Ready open. I kind of do here, of course, unless this or that or yeah, let's open this early before I push. Straight up goes into panic mode. I can push here. Takes, push, takes. Nah. don't want to think too much right now. Oh. It finally does human moves for once, which is kind of crazy. And it pushes its knight. Never mind, I thought it would push its knight. I was thinking of here. Now I'm thinking this bishop. And then no, because then I can just swarm the area with my own bishop. Yeah, that's okay. I'd rather just do that. I can also push my knight here and attack the bishop. But I also want to open this one. Oh, I want to open my bishop. I can do this too. Or I can do this, which is another possible move, but after moving that, this one comes out. That'd be a blunder, which it already sees that, so it's probably gonna do this before it does that. Yeah, I'll just push that one. Why not? I wanna get my bishop open so I can. So it's trying to keep its pressure on my king side. But I ain't gonna move that for a while, so. Wait. Hold on. Here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so my rook's gonna be there. Hold on before I make a move. Yeah, we're just gonna have to trade. Cause if I don't, then hold on. Maybe I can sack my rook. And I gain some of these lines. I'm a little nervous here, guys. My heart is pounding. I might have made a bad move. There's no point. Yeah, if I do that, then it takes and takes. He comes here, swarms my area at this side. This comes here, that comes here, because of my bishops here. Crap, I'm gonna have to trade, equal trade. I could have just took with the pawn, dang. Should I have taken with the pawn? Or no? I don't think it makes a difference. If I took with the pawn, then yeah, my king would be more exposed. And he can make a move like this really early, attacking the. Or unless he can just move there, which is the quicker way, but. I just realized he can move his knight there. And then he'll come here. It's just crazy. Very, very crazy. I'm gonna play very carefully here because that pawn's a danger. It's a danger zone. Unless I can get rid of that pawn somehow. I don't see a way to get rid of it fast unless I move this one back here. Which will probably push, takes bishop there. My knight's protecting that square, so. That pawn is very dangerous. I need to get rid of it. And it does what I exactly said. Okay. Well, I can. No, I don't think that's good, but. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Because he hasn't taken my pawn. He takes, of course he would take push pawn, pass pawn. That's a pass pawn, right? And I can slowly make my way to that one. Yeah, let's do it. It would have been more better if he took with that. Come on, Magnus, what are you doing? Eh. Like, what are you doing, bro? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Push here. 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 Nope. Maybe. Here takes. That might be a brilliant move there. I mean, I can also push this. But then he got that. I would be up a bishop. I mean, I'd be up a piece, but at the same time, he can push that one back. So what does that move do? Unless the computers saw that. Didn't want the pawn to be hanging, so that wasn't my plan. It's a possibility. I would probably seen it sooner or later, but well, now I can double my rooks. Yeah. 110%. We're gonna see. Look, when I play this move, what I mean by yeah, as expected, it found a way to stop my attack. So if I attack this here, oh shit. Yeah, okay, that's bad. If I can just no, because then I can get my knight in. Yeah, let's go ahead. I know he's gonna push back. At least I got the pressure off my king. That's what matters. Got the pressure. I'm also taking over that square. I can push this here. Yeah, why not? Okay. My heart is bounding. He's gonna push his pawn. I feel like I'm gonna make a bad move here. At least I got over that square. Yeah, push takes. sticks. So if he pushes, I can probably push there. And then I got 2 attacks. Why you gotta be so difficult? I'm just gonna make a move. I don't know what to do here right now. Okay. Bringing an extra attack in. So now that is kind of useless. But I can push their attack. Yeah, push their attack. But then he got this. I'll push this here. Yeah, so if I push that, he pushes that. It's still equal, but it's be down some pieces if I do. All of these would be dead. I'll tell you that for sure. All of these would be dead, except for the 2 knights. And I'm not willing to make that move against bot. Maybe, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pause the video because I'm gonna think for a while here. Okay, so I cannot push this here. Oh, I literally took a lot of my brain power. If I push that, he takes this, or yeah, if I push this here, he takes that. I take this, he push here. I push back. He takes my knight. Push here. Push his pawn. Or possibly take. My best move would to go back right now, so I don't want to do that. I want to play the ultimate move. Let's push here. Literally just calculate everything. Oh my god, okay. So now he's trying to take over the center. Oh no. Yeah. You know what? Let's just hold up. Wait a minute. Here. Got nothing to do except for check or check. Takes another check. Push king. I don't know, here or here. If he doesn't take, I just swarm the hell out of him. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's pretty new. What the? I mean, I can push the pawn. And then, know it. I'm going through with it. Go ahead and take it. Oh, so he pushes that out just to get some breathing room. Okay, so here here yeah, here 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 take here 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 here. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Unless if I don't want to think too much, I could probably just take that. Here. Oh, I did not see that coming. Okay. I could take with the queen, but oh boy. I'm gonna have to take, otherwise. Did he just? Ain't no way this guy pushed that there. And I'll probably take the pawn, but well, at least now I got these. Oh, okay, he pushes back. Okay, so that's why he saw, this bot saw into the future that that was a possible move, and he took it away. Okay. I'm surprised. I'm amazed. Okay, never mind. The only best option is to trade rooks. Hold on. That does nothing. That's a blunder. And that one, because I got nothing here. I got nothing to move, so the only way I can survive this is by trading the okay. Takes, because he cannot take because of check. He has to take the knight. Has to take that. Okay. Still has no attack, but I can try to sneak in. Unless he moves there, which would be not so great for me. But you know what? Let's we're going all in, man. And he does not see it. Here, queen. So that's why. Okay. I don't want to, but trade. Yeah, trade. Push. Unless I push my knight there. Let's just see what happens. Hold on. Let me think. Let me think. I could. It's a possibility. I also could just swarm that side with the pawn. Yeah. Because the knight would block this. The king will have to. Never mind. That seems like a deadly choice because he can sack. And then the king can take my knights. Oh god, if he pushes, push here. Or I can push this way, which no, that's a blunder. That's a straight up blunder, man. I gotta start doing it now, otherwise it'll be too late for me. Okay. Do I just push the pawn or... Dang it, the knight will stop my pawn. I might have to let that pawn go. Oh, I don't want to let it go, but I'm up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, and 6. I'm up a pawn, but I'm sorry, pawn. I'm gonna have to let you go, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let you go. I cannot. Huh? What? So he pushed that just to... Unless it's pushing there. My king would become overpowered in this area. Unless it stopped that. I can also push this here. I mean, I can also push the pawn, but for instance, here, attacking the bishop, protecting the main squares, then just slowly push that. No, let's be like Mikhail Tal. Let's bring all our pieces in. We'll bring our knight. Never mind. I was gonna say we'll bring our knight here. I don't know how that pawn is surviving. I might have to trade here because that knight can really do damage. Ooh, nice move. It's controlling the key squares. I cannot advance my king now. The only way I can make progress is pushing this out. Unless I cannot move there now. I can try to bring my king this way. Here takes sneak my king into that square. And my pawn finally dies. Yeah. I don't know how you did a pawn, but you did an honorary title of standing on one square for like I don't know how many moves. How many moves do you stand there? I can't argue with that move. Exactly, you cannot argue. Let's see. He stood there for 32. Wow, he stood there for 6 moves. That's crazy. Yeah, he stood on that one square for 6 moves, pawn. I don't know how he did it, but he just did so. Oh crap. I almost didn't see that. I just saw it. I just barely saw it when I was reading this. I was like, oh crap. I was gonna push the king, but I mean that would wouldn't that no, that would not. Nah. I mean it was a well worth try, but then knight's gonna yeah, I couldn't even do it even if I tried. No. I need to get my knight out of there. Okay. Okay. So what this bot is trying to do is Just trying to wait for me to get on one of these so I can push the knight. I need to get this knight to a better square. I don't see any. Okay, what does that knight move do? I gotta see what this plan is. I also get rid of the bishop, but I need to put my knight on a better square. Oh, he stops my pawn. And the bishop had no better move, so it just had to stop that pawn. So I mean, finally we can trade. that really does make my life a lot easier. Thank you. Oh, that was a wild battle, but I think I got it from here. Maybe not. And that's still a possibility. Yeah, I gotta get some pawns active. Do I push this one or do I push that one is the real question. If I do this, comes in and then yeah. Okay. Ah, I should have pushed the pawn first. I really hate my pawns on these white squares because he got some white. Gotta get my knight out. Okay. Oh, okay. Ah. Might be a draw. Unless I push my knight there. Nope. Pushes the king. Okay. I think I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to take the long road. Pushes here. I really want my knight on active square. Okay, so at least I can now push it there. What it's gonna do is sack its bishop. Oh yeah, it is gonna sack its bishop. If I push this here, there. Swarming this side, I straight up. Oh. The question is, do I move my knight? If I move my knight, or if I move my pawn, he's just gonna come in with that. Oh, how annoying this is. Hey, I can finally push and take the pawn. I don't mind losing one pawn as long as I get this other pawn. Which is cool. Might have to trade here. That would be so brilliant if I cannot sack here, but that would be so brilliant if I could. I'm gonna have to try to take the other pawn. What is he doing? I don't think he has any legal moves, so. Wow. Wow. I can take, but that's. I hate to do it, but sucks. Now I can push the king here. Wait, no, I can actually just I can actually go here and here if we were to push here. So here, I think I might have to push my king first. Because if I just push here early, he's gonna. Okay, now we're in business. Yeah, now we're in business. We can keep him here. Now we can just. Never mind. I should have pushed the king first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him off that square. Oh my god, this guy's a real pain. He's a real pain in the butt. Yeah. I wish I could somehow get away to that bishop. Okay, okay. Okay. I'm not letting you get in there. Okay, good. Woo, man, that was a tough battle, I have to say. If I was a what? If I was a robot, I resign this position. Of course he would. Of course. Good draw. I just got tired.
A winning position turned to a stalemate after a very interesting game. Let's take a look.
Yes, I did a stalemate because I wanted to.
A flexible first move that develops a piece and controls e5. Knight f6 develops the knight. Your bishop is ready to be developed. A central advance from your better option was to prepare a bishop for development. Your opponent places a pawn in the center. This move opens the path for your bishop to... Their knight comes into play. That fianchetto... Their pawn, correct? They bring out... Very good. They made a... You missed... Their pawns are your king's first line of... You missed a... They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did.
So you're telling me
you missed a better way to centralize a knight so it controls more squares.
Yeah, of course, because... Oh, okay.
Their bishop is now more active. Pawns are... This is a... They bring their...
On earth that I did a brilliant...
You are leaving your rook hanging. This move gives you the opportunity to win their pawn. You are leaving your rook hanging, but there's a brilliant idea behind it. Nice, you found a way to win a pawn.
Yes, I did.
They are threatening to win material through... You sacrificed your rook. A stunning... Their moves... This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. That was the only move. There was only one good move, and you found it. Doubled rooks can be powerful. Their king steps away from the check. You exchange... This is... You... Their king steps away from the check by your pawn.
Let me just show you guys... Oh, let me move this one. hold on. Forgot. This is not a computer. Rematch. Let me just show you guys. If I try to play 100%, it's just gonna straight up. I'm getting tired. My voice is tired. Also gotta eat very soon. So we come out with this. We take. It's probably gonna move its. Exactly. We take. Straight up swarming that side. So now he won't break my pawn structure, but now at least I get to push this here. I have to push this. Now I have to push this. And he's preventing me from castling. Great. I did not see that. Yeah, I did not see that. Well, we're just gonna have to trade. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. Not so nice. How dare you? Here. Yeah. That's what I mean. I cannot play 100% on this one is because it knows all of the moves that I make. So if I try it again, as we can see, it pushes its bishop out. Never mind, we just take, straight up take. And now we can push this here. And push this here. Bring out this. Well, actually, we don't have to. Yeah, push this out. Push this one. Never mind. We'll take with that. Cannot. Oh, protect it with the pawn. Oh. Yeah, let's do that in a little bit. We'll push this first. Yep. We're not worrying yet. We are not worrying. Push this here. Okay, yeah, I'm a little panicking right now, just a little bit. But we can trade the queens. Well, at least now I got. Oh crap! Ah, dang! I thought too fast. Okay, I thought too fast. Wish I could. We're gonna have to move. It's alright. Oh, okay. Now we can capitalize on this unless he pushes the pawn. Oh, it's all good. Okay. We got ourselves a bishop, I think. No, we did not. You are trying to get my queen off of that square, aren't you? I can't move that way. Oh no, he took that way. Nah. This is what I mean when I try to play perfect. Anyways, I defeated it. I got me 3 crowns. Even though it was the very most easiest checkmate of all, but hope everybody has a good weekend, and hopefully y'all learn something from this, and hopefully you can dominate some players that are probably not cheating, but at least now you know the difference between a computer that cheats and somebody who plays normally. So just remember, do your daily puzzles. Don't try to play main lines, because most of the time it probably won't work against a bot. And it'll probably never work against a bot. I'm gonna play one more. Just for the fun of it. Why not? Push this out. Capitalize on the attack. Oh well. Nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Push this here. Quickly push this up. Very good. He takes with the knight. No, he takes my queen. Take with this. And my bishop is gone. Great. No, good game. I'm too tired of thinking. My brain is fried. I'm sleepy. And I gotta go eat my pot roast. So, later's all.